So throughout my life, I've only broken my arm once. However, I've sprained my wrist multiple times. I actually made a video about some of the times that I sprained my wrist, but I only covered half of them. I'm getting ahead of myself though. So the one and only time I broke my arm took place at the park nearby my house. Me and one of my best friends at the time were playing around on the monkey bars, trying to do cool tricks like skipping 2 monkey bars like the thug children that we were. A few minutes later, this girl comes up who happened to be a little bit older than us, from what I could tell, and decided to show us up by skipping 4 monkey bars. Part of me was saying, "There's no way you can skip 4 monkey bars. Just give up now and don't try to show off." But the other part of me was like, "Man, you can totally skip 4 monkey bars. Just give it a shot and everything will work out." So I tried. I slipped and fell on my arm. It hurt a lot. The way I grabbed the monkey bar was not the ideal way. I had my hands grab it around from the back, which made it really hard to hold onto, which caused me to slip. I landed on my arm and ended up having to go to the hospital. What really sucked about this was that the school that I went to was holding a math bee, where some of the best students at the school were invited up on stage to answer some math questions, sorta like a spelling bee, just with math. I was one of the students that was invited, but I wasn't able to perform because I had a cast in my arm and couldn't write. I was able to work a few of the problems out in my head, but when I got to the final round, the teacher said, "What is 39 divided by 3? Okay, pause. Keep in mind that this was 2nd or 3rd grade. This was some tough math, you feel me? Okay, continue. For whatever reason, it instantly clicked for me that the answer was 13, and I had a little bit of a mental breakdown watching the 2 kids struggle to figure out the answer. The next story takes place not too long ago. I was at a trampoline park with my brother, sister, and cousin, and we were all bouncing around on the trampolines. One thing that we were all having quite a bit of fun with was doing flips against the trampoline wall that they had. I had done it 2 times perfectly, but the 3rd time, things went poorly. I ended up missing the jump and landed on my hand, spraining my wrist. Shocker. No one had really seen what had happened, or if they did, no one really knew how much pain I was in. I kinda just sat there for a minute or two, trying to regain my senses, when this worker walks over to me and says, "Hey man, you're not allowed to sit on the trampoline. I'm going to have to get you off." Completely oblivious to the fact that I was in very obvious pain. That son of a bitch. Thankfully, my siblings noticed what had happened and helped me get to a place where I could rest. The final spraining my wrist story took place in 7th or 8th grade, back when I played tennis. How a normal tennis class was formatted goes something like 5 minutes of attendance and changing, 10 minutes of warm-up, 20 minutes of tennis, 5 minutes of wrapping up, and 5 minutes of changing. This story happened right as we started wrapping up. I got to pick up some tennis balls in the corner of the court, and right as I'm about to get to them, I dropped my racket. Before the racket even landed on the ground, I tripped over it. My tennis teacher looked at me for a second and said, "Yeah, you should probably go to the nurse." And that's pretty much all of the injury stories that I remember. There are a few others, but nothing really video worthy. If you're on the edge about subscribing or not, maybe go ahead and watch this video that I'm pointing at with my finger. Yeah, that one. Okay, bye.